So it is a fact that people won't take you too seriously if you speak too much. There's an Arab proverb that I like that says, the best of words are the words that are brief and guiding. In other words, they're short and sweet, they're concise, and they have a definite goal, a definite objective. They're directed towards something specific. So that being said, how does this relate to women? It relates to women in this way. When you speak too much, subconsciously, women assume that you're less value, that you're kind of below them. Why? Because that's a bit of qualifying behavior. You're speaking too much, and usually when people speak too much, it's because they're insecure and fearful and they can't take their time. Us humans subconsciously categorize those people as a bit lower value as opposed to the person who speaks briefly and concisely and in a way that is directed towards a specific objective. So you see, man, I want you to consider this. Women by nature, on an average day, speak I think about 4 times the amount of words that a man would speak, that the average man would speak. Now what is this supposed to mean? This means by nature, women speak much more than men. And because they do it by nature, let's let them speak much more than we do. You see, man, a common problem is a lot of guys like to qualify themselves to women because they believe that if they do that, they're going to convince the woman logically that she's going to like them, that she's going to be impressed with them. That's the wrong way to go, bro, because at the end of the day, when you speak too much, you are actually lowering your value instead of increasing your value. Just like I said in tons of videos before, dude, a lot of men, what they do is they like to show off their resume, so to speak, and start talking about their accomplishments, what they've achieved, their raise they got at work, how much they make per year, in hopes that they're going to attract the woman. But that actually does the opposite. It makes the woman less interested in them. Why? Because that's qualifying behavior. You're doing that to the woman because you want to qualify yourself to her, meaning she is higher than you. She's here and you're here. So you're kind of qualifying yourself to her. You're going up there. Instead of going up there, meet her at her level or even challenge her. Not that she's below you or anything, but challenge her so she can, hire her own level and meet you. I've been talking for a few minutes already, but by the way, guys, my name's Assam from dopelifecoaching.com, and it's just a common theme, man, that a lot of people, a lot of guys tend to deal with this issue. They talk too much on the date to impress the woman, and they don't even realize that they're literally talking the woman out of liking them. And if it's your first time on this channel, man, do yourself a favor and hit that thumbs up button if you're enjoying the video, and also hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you don't miss a single thing in the future. Now let me actually ask you a question. Have you ever had a friend, or do you have a friend right now, whom every time you're talking to him, he just speaks way too much, and because he speaks way too much, you can't take him too seriously? The same applies to women. Actually, it's even probably magnified, the results. When you're speaking too much to a woman, and she's listening more than you are, you're kind of lowering yourself, you're lowering your value because you're qualifying yourself to her. That's qualifying behavior. A good rule of thumb, dude, is just always say a little less than necessary, or always say a little less than what's expected of you. Now, by no means do I mean to hide and to kind of be evasive whenever she's asking you a question. Like, for example, if she asks you a question, what do you do for work? And for example, you're an accountant, be like, I do good for myself. No, that's just weird, and that's just evasive, and that just shows that you're trying to hide something. It comes off as inauthentic. But instead, just answer the question. Be like, oh, I'm an accountant as of right now. Something like that. Or be like, oh yeah, I do accounting. How about you? What do you do? And then be enthusiastic about it. And if she's talking to you about your accomplishments, let's say for example, you bought a really nice car and you didn't tell her about this, but she saw that that was your car in the parking lot if you're taking her out on a date, she's gonna be like, oh, you have a really nice car. Don't go out there and talking about how awesome it is, how expensive it was, how good it drives. Just be like, oh yeah, I got the car, I really liked it, so I thought it was best to buy it. Something like that. Don't come off as you're qualifying yourself to her. Brush it off. And as a matter of fact, when you always say a little less than expected, it makes you come off as a bit more mysterious. And mystery is attractive to women. Most guys, they just lay all their cards down on the table and they don't necessarily let the women work or earn their attention. Instead, you should do the opposite. You should let her earn that. You should have her leaving the date thinking, there's something about this guy that I like that I don't know. It's kind of mysterious. What else is there to this guy? You want her to think those things. Keep in mind this fact, dude. The more a woman thinks about you, the more she's going to be attracted to you. So if she leaves the date and she starts thinking about you and processing everything that happened over the course of the date, there goes her attraction. It's going higher. She's getting more attracted to you and you're not even there. A good example of a very powerful way to attract a woman without saying much is, take me for example. I'm a YouTuber and I'm a content creator on the side. I do life coaching. Sure, I'm not super advanced, but still, I do that. Now, I don't necessarily go ahead and tell women that I do this. If the conversation naturally comes to that, then I'll tell them. Usually I don't tell them right away, and they just kind of find out because the conversation went in that direction. Like for example, she'll be like, what are you up to today? I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna work a bit on my side hustle. And then she's gonna be like, what's your side hustle? I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm actually a life coach on the side, I do that on the side. And then she's gonna be like, wait a minute, what do you mean life coach on the side? And then I explain to her, she's like, oh my God, you have a YouTube channel? That's crazy, oh my God. You see, I'm not like necessarily telling her directly that I'm doing this. It comes naturally in the conversation. And because she's the one who pulled it out of me, she's gonna start thinking, what else does this guy have under his sleeve? What else does he do on the side? That's pretty interesting. He never told me about this. Usually they'll say that, like, oh, you never told me about this. The thing I want you to take away from this video, dude, is that brevity is very powerful and it's underrated. The more brief you are, not of course to the point where you're evasive again or hiding anything, but the more brief you are, the more powerful of an effect on attraction you will have from that woman to you. Just remember, when in doubt, say less. Just when in doubt, say less. That's a good rule of thumb. And also, for the love of God, do not show off your resume of life, quote unquote, meaning talking about your accomplishments and going into the category of qualifying behavior. If anything, she's the one who should qualify herself to you, not the other way around, dude. So anyways, that was the video topic of today, guys. Short and sweet. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you show your support by smashing that thumbs up button. I'd appreciate it a lot. And also, if you want consistent updates on similar content like this, as always, do yourself a favor and hit the subscribe button, and also hit the bell icon so you don't miss a single thing in the future. Comment down in the comment section below for future ideas or videos that you'd like me to cover. And like always, I'd be way more than happy to go over them and to reply to the comments. Go to my website, www.dopelifecoaching.com. We still have free consultations for first timers, dude, so make sure you take advantage of that offer. But that's about it, man. Be short and sweet, be concise, be brief, be directed to a specific point, a specific objective, and watch the amazing stuff that will happen, man. Just when in doubt, say less. You got this, man. You're awesome. You're gonna kill it, and you're gonna see great results in no time, dude. I'm out. Peace.